Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best Garmin watches in the market for 2023. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these Garmin watches, you can check out the links in the description below. Let's get started. Number 1. Garmin Forerunner 255. The best all-around Garmin watch. The Forerunner 255 is Garmin's best all-around watch. Along with an accurate GPS, a long-lasting battery, and the ability to track many types of workouts, the watch features the same fitness metrics as Garmin's latest higher-end GPS watches: training status to track progress, training load to see workouts over a 7-day period, and training effect to measure anaerobic and aerobic. It also supports sleep, stress, blood oxygen saturation, and menstrual cycle tracking. The newly updated Forerunner 255 also has the ability to track triathlon and multisport activities. During testing, we found that the Garmin Forerunner 255 was small and lightweight. The watch comes in two different sizes, 42 and 46, so more petite runners and riders won't have to lug a huge sports watch around if they don't want to. It's also far comfier to sleep in than some of the other running watches on the market. Unlike the Forerunner 245, you can now use Garmin Pay for mobile payments on the move. Read our Garmin Forerunner 245 vs Forerunner 255 comparison here. Garmin also offers a Forerunner 255 Music Edition, which comes with onboard storage for up to 500 songs and syncs with Spotify or Deezer accounts. You can change tracks using the buttons on the watch or through the controls on your headset. A bonus if you're a runner who prefers to leave your phone at home. The Garmin Forerunner 255 also won our Best Running Watch award in our Tom's Guide Health and Fitness Awards, as we were seriously impressed by the updates to this already brilliant watch. Reasons to buy. 2 sizes available. Accurate GPS. Multisport triathlon modes. 2 variants, music and non-music. Improved battery life. Garmin Elevate V4 sensor. Reasons to avoid. No touchscreen. Lacks Garmin's training readiness score. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 55. Garmin's best entry-level running watch. If you're starting to get into running, chances are you want a device that's a step up from a basic fitness tracker but also won't overwhelm you with too many features. Among Garmin watches, the Forerunner 55 is a clear choice. At its core, the Garmin Forerunner 55 is an entry-level fitness watch, replacing the popular Forerunner 45 earlier this year. While it looks very similar to its predecessor, Garmin made some important changes, adding some of the more advanced training tools usually reserved for their more expensive watches. The Forerunner 55 has Garmin's new Pace Pro technology, which gives you gentle speed and cadence alerts on the run. There are also suggested recovery times and workouts based on your training history, fitness levels, and recovery. This is a differentiator from similarly priced watches such as the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active or the Fitbit Charge 5, which track workouts but don't offer custom coaching plans. It's worth noting that the Garmin Forerunner 55 doesn't support music storage, mobile payments, or third-party apps. It also has a relatively small display, at just over 1 inch. If these are must-have features for your Garmin watch, you may want to consider a higher-end device. If you're looking for a cheaper watch, the Forerunner 45 is often in the sale right now, following the release of the Forerunner 55, so it's a good time to buy. Reasons to buy. Pace Pro suggested workouts. Bright screen. Easy to read stats. Battery life. Reasons to avoid. No onboard music storage. No interchangeable bands. Only available in 1 case size. Number 3. Garmin Forerunner 955. The best Garmin for triathletes. The Garmin Forerunner 955 is the upgraded version of the Forerunner 945. It's a top-tier running watch, and possibly the best Forerunner we've ever tested. If you're trying to decide between the newer model and the older version, read our Forerunner 955 vs Forerunner 945 face-off here. The Garmin Forerunner 955 comes in 2 different versions, solar and non-solar. As its name suggests, the solar version of the watch has a power glass screen, which harnesses the power of the sun to increase the watch's battery life. Talking of battery life, the solar version of the Forerunner 955 has a top battery life of around 20 hours in smartwatch mode, 49 hours in GPS mode without music, and 110 hours on the run. The watch was easy to read and navigate around. Off the run, Garmin has added a touchscreen to make the watch feel more like a smartwatch. There's also a bunch of impressive training metrics, including Garmin's new training readiness metric, which shows you at a glance how ready you are for a difficult day of training based on sleep, recovery time, HRV status, acute load, and stress. This is a fantastic running watch with all of the features of the Fenix 7 in a much cheaper package. So unless you're planning on rock climbing or doing really extreme sports, we're not sure why you'd opt for anything else on your wrist. Reasons to buy: touchscreen, solar power on solar model, training readiness functionality, amazing battery life. Reasons to avoid: can't sync running power sensors to watch. Number 4. Garmin Venu 2 Plus, the best Garmin smartwatch. Garmin watches aren't just for serious athletes. The Venu 2 Plus is a stylish smartwatch on a par with the Apple Watch and Fitbit Versa 3, and it's rugged enough for bike rides, strength workouts, and playtime with the kids. It's also a step up from the Garmin Vivoctive 4 with an AMOLED display and a stainless steel bezel. The Garmin Venu Plus 2 blends the fitness and health tracking features you'd expect from a Garmin device with smartwatch features such as mobile payments, notifications, a touchscreen, and storage for up to 650 songs. The watch also boasts a much better battery life than most smartwatches, even with its AMOLED display. One big improvement with the Garmin Venu 2 Plus is the voice assistant features, to better challenge its big-name competitors. The $449 Garmin Venu 2 Plus introduces on-wrist calls and voice assistance. While it maintains Garmin's reputation for thorough fitness tracking and accurate GPS, the Venu 2 Plus is now a stronger sell for those who want their smartwatch to act as an extension of their smartphone. Reasons to buy: stunning AMOLED display, reliable fitness tracking and Garmin Coach. Call quality is better than expected. Fantastic battery life. Reasons to avoid: recovery advice could be better. Not enough third-party apps. Number 5. Garmin Epics 2. Best Garmin for adventurers looking for a beautiful watch. The Garmin Epics smartwatch is epic in just about every way. Its design, its display, its battery life are all superlative, as well as its price. While not the first of the company's devices with an AMOLED display, it's their highest-end model to sport this feature, so that also means you're getting absurdly long battery life, the ability to track almost every activity, onboard music storage, mobile payments, and much more. If you like the sound of the Fenix 7, but fancy something that looks a little more beautiful on your wrist, the Epix Gen 2 is the watch for you. The 1.3-inch AMOLED touchscreen is wonderfully bright and easy to read, even in direct sunlight. When it comes to health and fitness tracking, the Garmin Epix's features are identical to that of the Fenix 7, in that it can track just about everything. In addition to a heart rate monitor, the Epix 2 has a blood oxygen sensor that can keep tabs on your levels throughout the day, well as perform on-the-spot checks. All in all, this is a fantastic watch and built for adventurers. The main difference between the Fenix 7 and the Epix 2 is the battery life in expedition mode. The Fenix can last up to 40 days, 74 days with solar, whereas the Epix will wind down after just 14 days. Reasons to buy: gorgeous design, bright display, long battery life, lots of tracking features. Reasons to avoid: very expensive, not as many smartwatch features as Apple, Samsung. Only comes in one size.